Hey friends, TUXX here. I want to do a real quick video on Amazon Music HD and Ultra HD. If you're not aware what this is, okay, there is this little like music revolution going on where people want their music to sound really good, okay? Really good, like better than CD good, you know, and discover new things and old favorites that maybe you missed, like a little twang of a guitar or something, you know. And when it comes to Music HD and even more so Ultra HD, that's where that comes into play. You're going to hear things that you just didn't hear before. But there is a problem, is that people love to stream music, such as myself, you know, via Bluetooth, okay? And I'm here to tell you that I've tested this, and Bluetooth is a great way of transmitting, you know, music from Spotify to your car stereo. But there's a problem too. And the problem is that the actual amount of data, it wants to compress that data, okay? So when you're playing songs from Spotify to your car stereo, it basically takes the information and compresses it about 75%. Okay, so it is less information being transmitted from your phone to your car stereo. Okay, and what happens is it does do a good job of making it information that maybe your ear can't even hear, you know, so and maybe you don't totally notice it, but there's little subtleties in music that you sometimes pick up on that maybe you wouldn't if it's compressed. Okay, and the short version, I could go on a really in-depth numbers driven discussion debate about this, but the problem is that when you actually stream via Bluetooth, you do lose a little something. Okay, so I just wanted to say that, you know, first, I do love Amazon HD and Ultra HD music. If you haven't checked it out, this is something where I'm telling you guys, you really should check it out if you love music and want to hear, you know, old favorites in a new quality way that you haven't heard before, more than YouTube videos, more than maybe even more than like, you know, CDs or whatever, or vinyl. Like, check it out. Really, there's free samples out there, free programs where you can try it for X time for free or whatever, and I will have a link for you down below to get to Amazon at least. But don't just take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. If you're into music, it's worth checking out. Okay, now a few real quick tips and tricks. Okay, so with that in mind, so since you cannot transmit, you know, Bluetooth from your phone, you know, to your car stereo without losing a little of that data, okay, it's gonna squeeze that pipeline of that data, you know, to a smaller amount of data being transmitted. If you want, my dove is cooing with agreement here. If you want to try and get the best quality sound, really the best way to go is with, believe it or not, a 3.5 millimeter plug. Okay, so if you want to just kind of test this for yourself, I'd recommend checking out, you know, some headphones. And this is actually the C750 headset is something I reviewed back in my queue like months ago. You can check out this full review back in my queue. But this is an inexpensive, great quality pair of headphones that can really make a difference in your audio listening. Okay, and there is a problem, of course, with the newer Samsung phones. They don't have a headphone jack. Okay, so this one here does not. You can get a dongle, and that's one way of doing it. For me, one workaround I have is I have an older Samsung phone, a Galaxy 8, I think it is, that I'm just not using anymore. So I've kind of turned this into basically an MP3 player to put music on, you know. So if you want to take in the car, you can. And I still have like 3 or 4 flash drives in my Corvette. I still have like all sorts of music in there. But if you really want to listen to Ultra HD, it's really good to be connected with a 3.5 millimeter plug. And this is what we're talking about here, boys and girls. This is a 3.5 millimeter plug, okay? And with headphones like this, you can plug this in and get that full HD sound, you know, because you're not transmitting it from, you know, your phone to some earbuds or something via Bluetooth. So long story short on this, love Amazon Music HD. Highly recommend checking it out. Check out some of your new favorites, some of your old favorites. Listen to them both ways. Listen to them, you know, as part of the whole Ultra HD. You see the little logo? Ultra HD right there. Sorry, my phone case is blurring this a little bit. Ultra HD, you know, and even like HD. Like right HD, you see it right there. It will show you the exact quality it's transmitting, and it's something you really want to check out if you're into music, because really I've discovered there's some MP3s that no matter how I download them, the sound quality is not always the best, you know. And I found this is a way that some things, even more recent hits from the 2000s, you know, they sound even better than they did before, you know. And to sound that you're not just be like, oh, it sounds clean. No, you notice it. There's like little nuances in the music, like a little twang of guitar, a little raspiness of voice, little things you catch that you didn't catch before, you know, by listening to clean, good quality MP3s, okay? So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you a little update for what I've been obsessed with this week. I've been listening to this both at home and in the car, and really enjoying Amazon Music HD and Ultra HD. And again, I'd recommend, as far as headsets go, believe me, you look back in my queue, you'll see I've tested all sorts of headsets. This is a pair of budget headsets. You know, they're a huge value that sound great for music. Okay, they're not real expensive. They're about $50 roughly. Sometimes the price goes down. I have the best price for these in the link below, but check them out. You can use other headphones if you wish, you know, but these are a really great pair, and they have, you can see my full review, they sound great. And when it comes to music and HD and Ultra HD, they really perform well. Like, it really gives you a great bass response and everything else. And I mean, you can always set the EQ. The Amazon Music HD does have its built-in EQ, so you can kind of set it to your device too, which does help a little bit. Okay, all right, guys, I could go on and on and on, but I'm not going to. Okay, I promise to keep this video short, but just check it out. Okay, it's really good. So many new hits, so many old hits. You're gonna rediscover music you love in a new way, a new surprising way that maybe you never have before, you know. And you might just be on a path of loving great sounding MP3s like myself. I love to drive my Corvette and listen to amazing music on my 10 speaker Bose performance system. But sometimes you want headphones, you know, sometimes you want to have earbuds. And as far as earbuds, I will put a link below too. There's one of the Halo earbuds, the white ones, which I've been using with this a lot too, which also sound excellent. Okay. All right, friends. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.